In the ever-evolving theater of naval warfare, the arms race is no longer confined to surface ships and submarines. In 2026, a new player emerges from Southeast Asia, fast, precise, and built with an unrelenting focus on defense. This is the Blue Shark Torpedo, a next-generation anti-submarine missile system being developed with significant anticipation in the Philippines. But this isn't just any torpedo. What sets it apart is its hybrid designer rocket-assisted, compact, and devastatingly effective. Developed under the codename Blue Shark, this system combines the agility of a torpedo with the speed and reach of a missile. It represents a leap forward for regional maritime defense, and for the Philippines, it could mark the beginning of a new chapter in naval autonomy and deterrence. Let's start with the defining feature, rocket-assisted launch. Traditional torpedoes are deployed by submarines or surface ships and rely purely on propulsion systems underwater. The Blue Shark flips the script. Using a solid-fuel rocket booster at launch, this torpedo is launched from a surface platform and hurtles through the air at supersonic speeds before plunging into the sea. The rocket stage allows it to cover a considerable distance in a fraction of the time it would take a conventional torpedo. Once airborne, the missile maintains stability through advanced gyroscopic systems and precision trajectory programming. Upon reaching its drop zone, the booster separates, and the torpedo enters the water with minimal splash, engineered to minimize acoustic detection. From here, it operates as a fully autonomous hunter, scanning for enemy submarines and underwater threats. Its smart guidance system is perhaps one of its most futuristic components. Built on a mix of passive acoustic tracking and AI-driven target acquisition, the Blue Shark torpedo isn't just reacting, it's predicting. Once it detects the signature of an enemy sub, it adapts its route, adjusting propulsion and fins to deliver an optimized intercept. Even with enemy countermeasures deployed, this system is built to remain locked onto its target. At a tactical level, this missile addresses a major gap in the region's defense strategy: rapid response capability. The South China Sea remains one of the most hotly contested waters in the world, and naval tensions are escalating. For the Philippines, deploying a system that can respond in minute not hours is a crucial strategic advantage. The Blue Shark can be launched from multiple platforms, naval ships, coastal defense stations, or even airdropped from maritime patrol aircraft. That multi-platform flexibility means it's not limited by terrain or fleet configuration. In a sense, this torpedo missile isn't just a weapon, it's a network tool for defense coordination. Now, what kind of payload are we talking about? The torpedo itself is equipped with a high-explosive warhead designed specifically for submarine hull penetration. It's not just about creating a blast, it's about concentrated energy, triggered with delayed fusing to maximize internal damage once inside the target's hull structure. This makes it extremely lethal against both diesel-electric and nuclear-powered submarines. When it comes to propulsion, the underwater segment uses an advanced battery electric propulsion system. Silent, efficient, and hard to track. Unlike older systems that relied on noisy combustion engines, the Blue Shark's electric drive keeps it nearly invisible to sonar arrays. And it doesn't sacrifice speed either, achieving speeds up to 50 knots underwater with exceptional maneuverability. This isn't a system born out of just military ambition. It's the product of increased geopolitical awareness. The Philippines, once heavily reliant on older Western systems, is now stepping up to the challenge of developing its own next-generation deterrent. While development is being spearheaded domestically, partnerships with South Korean and European defense contractors have ensured this system is built with top-tier technology and operational reliability. There's also a heavy emphasis on modularity. Engineers have created a plug-and-play system where warhead types, guidance systems, and propulsion modules can be swapped out or upgraded. That means this weapon isn't just built for 2026, it's future-proofed for the next decade of conflict scenarios. Let's also talk about the data integration aspect. This missile system connects with naval command networks, receiving real-time updates on enemy movements. That makes it not just reactive, but predictive. Think of it as a smart missile with a full battlefield awareness capability. And as AI and naval sensors continue to improve, the Blue Shark is designed to integrate seamlessly with upgraded battle management systems. Training protocols for this weapon system are also unique. Naval operators are being trained using augmented and virtual reality platforms, simulating scenarios in high fidelity. This ensures crews are not just capable of launching the missile but also understanding and reacting to high-pressure combat conditions with precision. Of course, no missile system is complete without a proper countermeasure protocol. Modern submarines deploy acoustic decoys, electronic noise, and rapid maneuvering to avoid torpedoes. The Blue Shark counters these with a neural-guided evasion filter, learning from decoy patterns mid-run and continuing pursuit with adjusted algorithms. It's like a torpedo that learns as it hunts. In terms of range, we're looking at a missile torpedo combo capable of reaching targets over 50 kilometers away. That covers a substantial operational bubble, especially in archipelagic waters. Within that range, the missile can be deployed to any sector where sonar pings or patrols have detected enemy presence. Perhaps what's most intriguing is how this weapon reshapes the regional security conversation. For decades, the Philippines has relied on external powers for maritime defense. With the development of the Blue Shark, that narrative is changing. The nation is signaling that it's ready to defend its waters on its own terms with weapons it built, customized, and mastered. Critics have questioned whether such a system can be mass-produced or if it's just a prototype. But insiders suggest that production lines are already being prepared. If funding remains steady, we could see a fleet-wide rollout by the end of 2026. Let's not mistake this weapon as a declaration of aggression. It is, at its core, a defensive platformer, a response to modern threats, technological parity, and the need for regional sovereignty. It's about making sure that Filipino vessels, fishermen, and shipping lanes are safe from subsurface threats. And in the bigger picture, the Blue Shark is more than just a missile. It's a symbol. A signal to allies and rivals alike that the Philippines is no longer watching from the sideline as though it's engineering the battlefield. So next time you see waves crashing off the coast of Palawan or Zamboanga, remember that beneath those waters, a quiet revolution is underway. Not in the form of war, but in readiness, in deterrence, and in the will to defend. This has been Motor Authority Blue Shark. Stay tuned as we continue to cover the rise of future defense technologies across Asia and beyond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments below. Because in this new era of maritime power, knowledge isn't just power, it's survival.